up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have, as you can see from the title, a story time, which I miss doing story times, you guys. I haven't done a story time in like over a month, so it's time for me to do a new one. This is something that happened to us at a restaurant, as you can see from the title. And yeah, you guys, but before I get into this juicy ass story time, I do want to ask you guys to please subscribe to my channel, give me a like, leave a comment, and let me know what your favorite part of the video was. And also don't forget that we do have a family channel, so make sure to subscribe to that. And don't forget to check out my boutique. This is actually the Misty dress in black. We do have it in gray and in pink. But yeah, I think with that being said, we are okay to get into this video. So basically, I'm just gonna get into the story time. So basically what happened was that on this day was our anniversary date that we had been planning for a while. Well, it was actually our 5th year anniversary. We make a big deal out of it because it's our like yearly anniversary. It's not like every month we plan something like this, you know. It's only like once a year. So Sergio had like the past times for our anniversaries, we had gone to like fancy restaurants and places where I didn't feel like I fit in necessarily, or I wasn't like once I was there, I mean, I like trying new things, but once I was there I would be like, damn, I wish we could have gone here. Like I would feel more comfortable, you know. Like this is more of a, I don't know, I just didn't really like that idea. Like it wasn't my choice. I mean, because we would go to those fancy restaurants and we would go, but we would be going out throughout the whole year. We would go do stuff like, you know, things like going to the restaurant or something. So we would go to that fancy place and then I would feel like, okay, we're doing something different. But around this year, it was last year actually, we had stopped going to restaurants. We had decided to stop spending that amount of money every weekend, every Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just saving it, investing it, and, you know, doing like the smart thing with the money instead of just blowing it in the weekend. So we had just decided to like spend less money, so we weren't going out at all. Like not at all, but we like had stopped going out as much as we did. So I remember I was so excited because I was like, oh my god, finally, like we get to go to my favorite restaurant, which is Uruapan. And I was like, I want to go there so bad because they have banda, and that's my type of ambiente. Like whenever they have banda, like a beer and like just seafood, that's like the perfect thing for me. Like I'll die over that, you know. I'll choose that over anything, even like any mastros or anything like that. So yeah, so we decided this day to go to Uruapan, and I was really excited because we were looking up like the prices, how much it would be from San Bernardino to Bowen Park, where this restaurant is located. And I was like, I wonder how much it is. I was like, I wonder how much it is for to get an Uber, because, you know, we don't want to drink and drive. And in order to have a good time at Uruapan, I mean, you don't necessarily have to drink, but it's always more fun when you drink, you know. So I was like, oh, I wonder how much it is. So I looked it up and it was like super expensive. So I was like, let me ask my cousin if he can drive us. I told him, I'm like, can you drive us, and I'll give you like 25 bucks and drive us, pick us up, and just take the car with you, you know. And I'm like, you guys can do whatever you want. He took my brother. So yeah, that's exactly what we did. We ended up heading over to, on this day, I was like super excited. We ended up getting dropped off by my cousin around like 8 p.m. That's when it starts getting good. And we got there, everything was cool, like everything was perfect. We got a 6 and we were just drinking, sipping on our beer, listening to the banda. We were eating here and there, but yeah, we actually did eat. Actually, we did have dinner. The food there isn't like the best food in the world. It's just like an 8, 7, 8. So we weren't like too excited about the food. We were more excited about the ambiente that we were gonna get. So we were drinking a lot because we felt the freedom of, okay, well, we don't have to drive, so we don't have to worry about, oh my god, who's gonna drive back, or we have to sober up and stop drinking at this time, you know, things like that. So we were kind of like feeling free, like, oh hell yeah, you know, a gusto. And when we were drinking, and little by little, I don't know if you guys most of you have tried a beer or have drank beer before, but if you haven't, then when you drink beer, you start to pee constantly. So you have to go, like, every time you drink a beer, you probably have to go to the restroom. Like, it's that often, right? So my trick is to just kind of hold it in. I know it sounds bad to do, but I just hold it in until I really have to go, because once I start going, I can't stop. I'll just keep going all night, and it's kind of annoying, you know. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like hold off on it, you know. And finally I had to go. So I head to the restroom, and I don't know if you guys have ever been to Uruapan, but Uruapan is like okay, there's seats right here, like the ¿cómo se dicen los ¿cómo se booths? I can't say that word. Oh my god, booths. Okay, whatever, you guys understand me. They're all right here, and then they're all in the backs, and in the middle it's just like regular tables with chairs. And well, we're on a booth. So, you know, we had to walk either this way or this way. And this is a stage. Haz de cuenta que this is a stage. So I either had to like walk like through the stage or walk through people, but it was just super crowded. So the meseras were trying to get through, like the meseros, like it gets so packed in there that it's just too chaotic, right? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the faster route. So I'm just gonna go like the shortcut. So I was like, fuck it, if I go through the stage, then fuck it. So then I was doing that the whole night. I was like going through the stage, and then I see some men get there. Like they were, I don't know, it was like 5 of them. One of those times that me paré a hacer del baño, one of them was like whispering something, like, you know how Mexicans are. I mean, I'm Mexican, so I know. And don't try to be like, oh my god, like you don't know shit. Trust me, there's a lot of, not every single person, but a lot of the Mexican guys that are a little bit older are like, ay chiquita, like ay bonita, like, you know how they catcall. But they were kind of doing it discreetly because they knew I was with Sergio. So yo no les hice caso. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I don't know any girl, by the way, that turns around to a catcall. Like when guys are like, ay, like you're so cute or whatever. Like nobody fucking, you just ignore them and keep going, right? So I remember that I was like, oh, okay, like I went to the restroom and I just ignored them, whatever. Sat down. I didn't want to mention anything to Sergio because for what, right? I was like, whatever, like they just said that. It's not like it hasn't happened before. I mean, they've done it before, right? So the night was going on, like we had drank a 6 already. We were on our second bucket. Every bucket is 6 beers. Well, you can get 12, I think, but we used to get, we get 6 at a time because then se calientan. Even with the ice, I feel like 12 doesn't really fit in there. So we prefer getting 6 at a time. So we got 6 and we were on our second 6. And yeah, so we were like kind of like filling it, you know, like 3-4 beers in. And again, I had to pee, so me paraba al baño. Those guys kept on saying the same shit, like just talking, you know, whatever. So we ended up getting the banda, which if I think I do have some Snapchats, I'll insert them here. We ended up getting the banda. We got like 2-3 songs. I was having like the time of my life. Like I was having so much fun. I actually have a lot of fun with Sergio, so because we just, I don't know, we like the same shit, and then we enjoy like each other's company. So I was having fun, you know. I was like, hell yeah, like this is fun. I'm glad we chose this for our anniversary date. And so, you know, I kept going to the restroom, getting drunker and drunker. And I went to the restroom and I came back. I remember I came back, and then I was just sitting there, and Sergio was like, okay babe, I'm gonna go to the restroom. We would take turns like that. And then because he obviously was drinking too, so también tenía que ir, you know, he obviously had to go too. So then he was going, and then en una de esas, these guys, I don't know what they were thinking, but okay, there was one that was like the worst one, that I was kind of, at this point I was already irritated, because I was like, oh, just like stop bugging me, you know, like I made it clear that I don't want your attention. Like I was like ignoring, like I couldn't look that way because he was at this staring at me, you know. So I was like, dude, like no me estás dejando estar a gusto. And Sergio wouldn't really notice, like you couldn't tell, except if you knew that he was saying those things to me, and if you know, if you would look that way and you would just see him like staring like towards that way, but he would be looking at me, you know. But I would just be like drinking my beer, and I would like kiss Sergio and hug Sergio en front para que se le quitara el viejo cochino, more on purpose, because I was getting already uncomfortable with him like doing too much, you know. So this is when I felt like, okay, this is a little too much. Ya te estás pasando de verga, calm down. He actually, this guy calls over the banda, and I was a little like, what the fuck, because the whole banda started staring at me, especially the singer. He was staring at me, and I was like, what the fuck, like que me ven, you know. And at this time Sergio had gone to the restroom, so the singer started like looking at me, and then all these people started looking at me, like the people, the tables in front of me. Like some people, obviously not everybody was like like paying attention, but the people that were paying attention, obviously when they're like, there's banda playing and then it stops playing, people are wondering why it stopped playing, you know. So they kind of like chismos, like they turn around, the chismosos, like what's going on, you know. So I don't know, I didn't even notice that, like I wasn't even looking over there. But once I felt people staring at me, you know, when you feel it. So I looked back and I was like, whoa, like what, you know. And yeah, like the singer was staring at me. Tell me why this stupid dumbass requests the song Mi Linda Güerita. You guys, I was like, oh my god, me puse like so embarrassed, because I was like, fuck, like I acted like I didn't know what was going on though. Like inside I felt so embarrassed, because I just felt like people were like, damn, this bitch is like playing along with it, or she has her man right there and she's like over here like just going along with this stupid guy, right? So I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, dude, like I just was on my phone and I was like, dude, like I remember, this is exactly how I was like, and I was singing along to it, but I was like, I'm not gonna fucking like be like, oh, like no. And I was like, I just felt really awkward. I didn't know what to do, so I just felt like, oh, I'm just not gonna pay attention. But I was listening to the song. I was just like trying to pretend that it wasn't for me or nothing. But the fact that I think the guy was so drunk that he told the banda guy to play it to me, like to turn around and play it towards me, because he was literally like singing, and this is my table, this is like the guy's table. He was more like further this way, and then the banda guy was here, and he was instead of facing him, he was facing this way, and I was right here. And I was just like, okay, like what the fuck do I do now, you know? So then Sergio gets there, and I'm just like, I'm like cheers babe, you know. I was acting like nobody's gonna fucking ruin my night tonight. Because I knew that the moment I told Sergio that we were gonna have to leave, he was gonna do something, and then like it was just gonna ruin the night. I was like, come on, like I'm not gonna let this stupid guy ruin one of the best nights of our lives. Like I really was having that much fun. So I was just completely ignoring him, like ignoring him, because I was more angry because he was doing already too much, right? So then of course I had to go to the restroom again, and me valió mal. I didn't give a fuck. I went around that way. And then when I was coming back, I freaking forgot that he was there. Like, se me fue el rollo, you know, because I was so used to coming this way. But on purpose, I was like, fuck him. Like, does he think that I'm walking past there because of him? So, you guys, I freaking mad dogged him, like, fuck. Like, I was just like, oh, te quiero. Like, I wanted to fucking sock him because I was like, fucking stop it, dude. I was already irritated with everything. Like, the whole night I obviously was not giving him, I wasn't giving him any signs. I don't know why se pegó con la idea that I was like noticing him or something, you know. And even his friends were just like, they felt stupid for him. You could tell because they were just like, hey, like, just stop. Like, they were kind of embarrassed of him because the things that they were doing, they were just like looking the other way. Like, they didn't want nothing to do with it, you know. And it was just so embarrassing, guys. That was like one of the most embarrassing and awkward positions that I've been in. I mean, I've been in like similar situations in that same restaurant, which I don't know if I told you guys that story yet. I probably have, I'm not sure. But if you guys know about that story when the other guy was dedicating songs to me, yeah, you guys do know. It's Cuando Me Secuestraron. Yeah, that was crazy too. But yeah, like, this is like horrible. Oh my god. And that happened to me. And I told Sergio until the end, and he was already like, why didn't you tell me anything? And I was like, why? Because I knew you were gonna be mad. I didn't want to ruin, like, you were gonna tell him something, and then we were just gonna, it was just unnecessary. And I knew that the guy was drunk, so I was like, ay, like, que si se arma aquí algo. Like, guys don't give a fuck. There's a lot of like guys que llevan pistolas or something, and I was like, people are drinking. Like, I really don't want this right now, you know. Like, in my head I was like, I'm having such a good time. Why does this stupid guy have to ruin it for us? Like, so I did end up telling Sergio, but I didn't tell him until we got home. Like, I told him, I'm like, so babe, like, I don't want to tell you, but this happened. And he's like, oh my god, you should have told me. But I was like, no, like, I'm glad I didn't. Till this day, I'm still glad I didn't tell him on the spot, because se iba a armar. And it was just, even if he wasn't, you know, like, if they didn't do shit, like, it was just gonna be awkward. Like, it was gonna be apagada. Like, we're gonna be like in a different mood after that, you know. So I was like, no, like, I'm just not gonna, like, I ignored him. Like, I feel like that's the most important part. I fucking ignored him. No le di lo que quería. I don't know what the fuck he expected me to do. Like, what gave him my number, like, in front of Sergio, or what, you know. I don't know. But don't be that guy, you guys. If there's guys watching me, please do not be like that. That's so ugly of you. And just respect. If you see a girl with her boyfriend, just stay away. There's millions of other girls out there. Don't be so freaking desperate. Don't be like that. Like, that's so ugly. I don't know who would ever, even his friends, how would they support that, you know? Like, I don't get how that's cool or cute. Like, that just made him look so stupid because no le hice caso. But I'm getting a little heated. Yeah, you guys, that was my story time. Yeah, let me know if anything like this has ever happened to you guys. Also, with Classy Lady, you guys already know, I always say my boutique, thank you so much for that support as well. Also, our coffee has now launched, so if you guys are not interested in clothes, maybe you guys can buy some coffee. But anyways, thank you for all the support. And yeah, I think I'll just talk to you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.
Jálalo. Al otro lado. Anda peda la morra. Gracias. Va bien. Ya no puede.
Agárrala, amigo, agárrala.
Sí, ¿verdad? Ándale, cabrón. Pero quería más, ¿verdad? ¿Quieres otra? ¿Acá dónde vas? ¿Dónde vas a manejar? Cálmate. Oh, ok, pues. Vete para...